Hello friends, welcome to Primary UPSC IAS. This is my first video in my YouTube channel. I have 5 years of experience in teaching in this field. For time being, because of few reasons, I will be anonymous. So let's begin our video. Our first video is pertaining to the strategy of preparation for prelims in this last 2 months. As you all know that there are only 2 months remaining exactly for our prelims 2023. So what should be our strategy, how should we prepare, that we are going to discuss. Premier is having a lot of clarity, content and concepts in our YouTube channel. Gradually I will be uploading a lot of videos and hopefully you will like it, and if you do like it, do share, subscribe to my channel, and also if you want anything, if you are expecting something, so comment, then I will prepare the video on that one. So what should be the 2 month strategy? Basically what we are going to understand here is, like, we have only 2 months, and these 2 months are very crucial before prelims, and prelims itself is a very crucial exam which we have to understand, and that is the first step and one of the toughest step also in when it comes to UPSC IAS examination. So in this 2 month strategy, we have to have clarity what to prepare, how to prepare, and how to organize, and what all we have to do list, and what should we not be doing. That should be very clear. So first of all, here let's understand that it is never too late to be what you might have been. This should be our idea behind this strategy, that whatever we want to achieve or become, it is never too late. You can't think, we can't, nothing will happen in these 2 months, it needs like 1 year or 2 years. Now is not the time to think about all those things. You just have to start. It is never too late. That should be our basic understanding. Do it now, because sometimes later becomes never. So like whenever we are having any thoughts about, like, most students will have such thoughts actually. So like, maybe now is not the time, or let's see some other time, later we will be postponing everything to later time. So do it now, because later sometimes becomes never. That should be our mindset also. Next, start where you are, use what you have, and do what you can. This should be our motto. Wherever I am standing, whether I am good, I am bad, I am prepared, I am not prepared, am I in the competition, or am I not, this doubt should not eat you. This doubt should not come in your brain. You should have simple statement in your brain that I am starting wherever I am standing now. It doesn't matter if I am weak or if I am strong. That is not what I am going to count upon now. So what you have, that you have to use. Whether I have the notes or not, have I prepared for 1 year or not, I didn't take any coaching from institute, or did take, I prepare or did I prepare, anything happened with me in my family, or my time got wasted, etc, etc. Those all things you have to keep behind, and you should think that what I have in my mind, what I have in my hand, I am going to use. So use what you have and do what you can. Whatever you can do, and you should do. You should not measure it, and you should not compare also, and you should not also belittle yourself. You should think that whatever I have, I am going to do, and I am going to do my best. That should be our approach. Start wherever you are, use whatever you have, and do whatever you can. That should be our motto in this 2 month strategy for prelims 2023. So coming to how should be our strategy. Our strategy should be covered in 3 milestones. This 2 months period should be covered in 3 milestones. Milestone 1 is about mindset, 2 is about strategy, best of the best resources, and third is test series. What should be our mindset? Why should we have such type of mindset, and how this mindset is going to play a role, and what are we going to make that mindset consistent and clear? Second is strategy. What is the strategy for these 2 months? What is the best of the best resources we are going to use, and how are we going to use? And test series. These three milestones are the complete 2 month strategy for prelims 2023 that should be in our mind. So coming to mindset, primarily what should be our mindset? The mindset should be the key to success is to focus on the goal, not the obstacles. This should become your mindset. Now for us to become make our brain to this mindset, we have to read the statement again and again. We have to understand the statement, absorb it, or maybe write down on the board or on your wall or in your book, etc., and try to absorb it and completely dive into this statement that, as of now, for me, for the key for my success is on the focus only, not the obstacles. Obstacle of time, obstacle of intermediate issues, or obstacles of past, obstacles of what all shortcomings we may or may not have. These should not be our criteria. The whole focus should be on the goal. That is the key to success. So don't think about any hurdles. It is genuine, it is expected, it is highly probable that every person will have obstacles, and almost everybody in the world, not just you, every student who is going to attempt this police exam is having and will be having obstacles. So it is, you are not alone in this one. You have to focus on the goal only. That is the key, and that should be our mindset. The second important point is fear. Especially in these last 2 months, every student will have this fear. Every student will have this fear. You are not alone. Even when I was a student, when I was preparing for any exams, I used to have fear. This fear should not consume us. We should consume it and make it, we have to convert it into a driving force. This fear should make us do many things, not to stop us. Everything you ever wanted is on the other side of the fear. You have to build such a wall in your mind that this fear is a wall in front of me. Whichever I want, whatever I want is on the other side of the fear. That should be my mindset, especially. And you also should have a mindset that, if I begin with a beautiful mindset, with a beautiful understanding and approach and positivity and hope, obviously I am going to get a positive, beautiful results only. A beautiful day begins with a beautiful mindset. That should be our mindset, especially. Now, for example, there could be three possibilities for different students, for various students, right? Primarily, one possibility where be a student might have prepared for 1 year, would have started intense preparation year back, and still on track, completed reading standard books and NCRTs. If that is the issue, then you are okay, then you are ready to write the exams. Still, for such type of students also, this strategy is the golden strategy. Second possibility is, you might have started your preparation for 6 months, but you might be doing in a half-assed manner, or you would be doing with job or any other professional work, etc., etc. You might have read any standard books, NCRTs. You may or may not have completed. For you also, this strategy of for 2 months is the gold standard strategy for prelims 2023. Coming to third possibility, third type of students we could find is, like haven't prepared any of the above two conditions due to many reasons that we are not discussing now, but want to give an attempt wholeheartedly. The key word is wholeheartedly. If any student is present who wants to give the prelims examination wholeheartedly, whether he has prepared for 1 year or he hasn't, or he has prepared for 6 months or hasn't, but somehow if he want to give wholeheartedly, then this strategy is also for such type of students. This strategy is a gold standard strategy for prelims 2023. Above average student, every any student who consider himself as an above average student, who is well educated, here I mean a person who has done his graduation with good intentions and good educational background, or who thinks, at least not basing on the marks or your GPAs, but who thinks, I am good at education and I can understand, I have basic concepts, basic knowledge of my any previous graduation and pre-university, college, etc., etc. That student can also start their preparation and use this 2 month strategy, can commit for 2 months religiously. Those students who can commit this 2 months religiously, anything which we are going to discuss, everything which we are going to take up to study in these 2 months, we have to take those things, we have to do those things, we have to follow the strategy and implement on a daily basis in a religious manner. That student is going to be successful if they follow these kind of things. And especially what we are going to do is smart work. Let's see what kind of things we are going to include here. Strategy and resources. What should be our strategy? What are we going to do? What are we going to consider in these 2 months? That is very important. Especially efficiency is very important. What do you mean by efficiency? Efficiency is simply put, efficiency means you are going to do the work in a productive manner. You are going to consume important topics and you are going to consume it concisely, and you are going to understand it very briefly, and you are going to do smart work. In it means we are going to filter different topics, books, and we are going to only take those topics, those important books which are going to give us highest results, highest percentage of questions, highest probability. That is smart work, and more work done in less time. That should be our strategy. The resources also we are going to discuss. In order to become the 1%, you must do what the other 99% won't. That should be our understanding here. We are going to do that 1%. Believe me, really, we are going to do that 1% which the other 99% people are not going to do. That is a strategy here we are going to discuss. Step 1 is previous year questions. These step 1 previous year questions is very very important. I can't emphasize more on the importance of previous year questions. Especially these previous year questions are going to make us understand what are the what type of things UPSC is expecting from students, what are the questions, what type of questions are asked. We get the clarity on that subject, on that question, and the exam overall, and that will build our confidence. So previous year questions are very 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 important. You have to keep that in mind. That is our step 1. So what are we going to do? We get a lot of files, lot of books pertaining to previous year questions. That previous year questions we are going to take, and we are going to go through all those previous year questions. Try to attempt, if not just go through, look at the answers, understand what UPSC is expecting from us. That will give you a lot of understandings, clarity and confidence. Big idea about the syllabus: two questions. These we are going to achieve with previous year questions. After doing previous year questions, we'll get that, what is the idea between the syllabus of that topic and the questions which are coming out of that syllabus of the topic. So that idea will be very much crystal clear for us. Types of questions asked, levels of hardness in the questions: easy, how many questions are very easy, how many questions are conceptual, what type of questions are coming in a conceptual manner, what type of questions are coming in a fact based manner. These things will be understood by doing previous questions. It helps us to understand and do our revision immensely. This is our revision. Basically, this is our revision. These previous year question, the topics, the themes, repeated themes and the questions, the area, these things will be in our mind. Sometimes repeat questions are coming in a repeated manner. Maybe the options will be jumbled, or at least themes will be repeated. That's it. One video of previous questions will be uploaded soon here on Premier UPSC IAS. So stay tuned, subscribe and share this channel. Step 2 is revision of the static part. The history has shown, the analysis has been done, the static part has almost maximum probability of getting 60 questions in the UPSC exam out of the 100. So 60 questions comes from static, and you everybody very well know that static part means NCRTs. So how are we going to complete NCRTs now? This is the step 2. If you have made notes already, then yes, okay. If anybody has been studying NCRT for 1 year or 6 months and they had made notes, then you have to go through that notes, just do it, and that would be enough. If not, then there are a few approaches which are successful, but they vary from person to person. There are a few approaches who hasn't done the NCRT, then he can do such kind of approaches. It really varies from person to person. So see which of these approach is helpful to you, and then you can do that. First, pick up the book. You just pick up any NCRT book you want to do from 6th to 12th, or at least from 10th to 12th. 10th, 11th and 12th, these three are like 70% of the whole static part can be covered if we go through the concepts. For example, if you pick up the book, then open the chapter, directly go to the questions part of the chapter, read and find the answer. You can find the answer in the chapter itself, or you can Google it directly. That is the new approach for reading the NCRT. For those who haven't made notes of the NCRT, you can directly search in the chapter or Google it. Googling and YouTube search is very good quality without wasting time and scrolling. That should be kept at part. Understandable. Okay. Second is NCRT gist books are available in the market. You can buy those books and you can read gist. If you are a fast reader, then those gist books are also enough for this 2 months. If not, there are few books which are based on NCRT and MCQ books. So those books will give only MCQs based on the NCRT, and they are highly efficient at this time. It's like giving test to that topic wise, answers are provided with the explanation. That is the importance of NCRT based MCQs. Okay, so NCRT gist videos will be uploaded in this YouTube channel. Stay tuned. I will be uploading those things very soon. Now comes the step 3, PT 365. PT 365 by Vision IAS or any other yearly compilation, whichever you want, you like, you can follow all those things. Importance of PT 365 is you have to understand current affairs of last 1 year will be covered in the PT 365. Even if you have made notes for the current affairs, if not, then you know this PT 365 will help you for current affairs. They link with static part in this Vision IAS PT 365. They linked with this static explanation, and many questions have come from this PD 365 in a single point also. Sometimes the whole paragraph is might not be that important, but the one single point from that whole paragraph has been asked as a question in from PT 365. So this is a shortcut way to get the gist of topic and concept both. Also helpful for mains answer writing once if you try to understand the concept also. So PT 365 is the goldfish for the prelims attempt that we have to understand. PT 365 complete detailed explanatory videos will be uploaded soon on this premier UPSC IAS YouTube channel. So stay tuned, subscribe, and let's continue. Now comes the test series milestones. This test series, any test series you can follow, most important are Vision IAS, Forum IAS, and GS score. But most of my students follow test series from Vision IAS only. These test series will help you practicing of questions and simulation of the exam. You will have lot of questions practiced, and that will give you the similar feeling how we are going to attempt in the exam. Second important point from doing this test series is, it covers a vast syllabus in brief portions. One question, if you do test series, one question may come from the one chapter, so that question is actually the most important or most highly expected from that chapter. Such questions will be covered, and that will make us cover the vast syllabus also. It helps to achieve targets. The probability of scoring high in the real exam is very great in this test series, that we have to understand. It also sharpens our memory and improves our performance. This test series will help us in time management during exams also. These three milestones which we are discussed here, that should be our prime approach, that should be our important strategy, and that should be our only things to do in these 60 days. Primarily mindset, and second, you have to understand about the previous year questions and its importance. Second is how to deal with NCRTs and new approaches to deal with NCRTs and PT 365, and now this here it is test series. So this is all about the strategy for prelims 2023. This is the gold standard. If we follow this strategy religiously with profound commitment, then it is highly possible that a student can easily qualify the UPSC Prelims 2023. So dear friends, subscribe to this channel, like it, and share to your friends. Immediately after this this video, I'm going to upload PT 365 series in English language. Hope that you like this video. If you have any queries, do comment. If you have any demands to make the videos on any topic you want, then you also comment those things. And also let me know if you want any other help. I will be available here, and we will be doing a lot of highly concise and highly important content into the videos in our channel. Stay tuned. Thank you.